Okay, so if you're working on the honors option for the absolute value inequalities, I'm going to show you how to do the problems here. So there are a couple of different types of problems on here that you can solve for, and I'm going to go over like three, and you must do at least like five of the problems. Do it like this. Okay, so for the first one, what you'll notice is that there's a negative number here for the equation. And whenever you see this, before you even solve it, there should be a red flag because you cannot have the absolute value here equal a negative number here. So for this one, this is no solution. Okay, so write down no solution whenever you see the negative 59 here because you can't solve it. Okay, and you can't go from like positive to negative, right? So that's not how it's, or negative to positive, so you can't do that. So there's no solution for this. So whenever you see a negative number for these types of inequalities, then you can't do it, so it's no solution. Okay. For the next one, you know how to solve, but I want to quickly go over how to do these. So basically here, what you do is, before you do anything, you get rid of what's on the outside, which is the 9. So you're going to multiply 9 by both sides. You're going to cancel that out. And then you're going to get the absolute value of 5 minus 3b equals greater than 45. Okay, so once you get that, then what you do is now you can solve into the two equations, right? So break it down into the positive and negative equations. So you're going to do 5 minus 3b is greater than or equal to 45, and 5 minus 3b is greater than or equal to negative 45. Okay, now you're just going to solve. Subtract the 5, so that 3b is greater than, this is 40. And then you subtract the 5 from this side as well. And you got negative 3b is greater than or equal to negative 50. Then you're going to divide by the 3. Now you know at this point that these are going to be fractions, so, and that you're not going to get like, a whole number here, okay? So it's going to be important that you have, you keep it as a fraction here, and then this is going to become positive, right? Because it's 50, it's negative over negative, okay? So these are the two values for this, okay? If you want to know how to graph this, what you need to do in your calculator is you need to put in 40 divided by 3, and then you need to find out approximately where this value would be. So it would be like right around here, and it would be a close circle, and we have greater than, so this is going to be or. So we would have us around, it's like around here. Okay, and it's greater than this, so yeah, go this way. Oh, it's just a negative number. Oh, so it's over here. Okay, so put that in. Yeah, and this one's gonna go this way. Okay, and then let's do the 50. 50 divided by 3. You get the 16. Okay, this looks like this is going to overlap actually. So let's see here. Okay, so this one, you divide it by a negative number. So when you flip the signs, that's the reason why this is incorrect. Okay, and I didn't flip the sign here, right, because this is negative, right? So let me make sure that I do that. And then here it's going to flip back around. Okay, now it's correct. All right, so now Now it's correct. All right, so now you're going to have this going this way, and then you're going to have this one going this way. Okay, now let me just explain what I just did here. Okay, so before, what you need to do is when you have the negative number, make sure you flip the sign. Just that part. Then at the end, right, you're dividing by a negative number here, -3. So you got to flip the signs again, and then you got the or. Also, you know it's an or because it's greater than or equal to. In these problems, that means that it's greater than or equal to, then it's going to be or. Okay? And then you can just divide the fraction and figure out the approximate number, and then draw that on the graph. Okay? So these are the values here that you get for this. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to do another problem, a fraction. Okay. So the fractions here, okay, work the same way. So we have 35 over 6b is less than 7 over 3, and then 35 over 6 is greater than -7 over 3. Okay, so those are the two values here. I made sure I flip the sign. We're all set. Now what we're going to do is we're going to basically get rid of this 35 over 6 by multiplying each side by the reciprocal. So now what we're doing is got b is less than or equal to, if we're going to do the fractions here, so we got 42 over 105. Okay, and then we have, let's put up the b here. B is greater than -42 over 105. Now, you need to simplify these. Okay, so I'm thinking if we multiply and divide the top and the bottom by 3, let's see what we get is less than or equal to 42 divided by 3. So we got 14 over 105 divided by 3. So we got that. And then we got the same thing over here, 14, so it's negative. We can simplify this even more by dividing by 7, and we get 14 divided by 7 is 2 over 5, and b is -2 over 5. Okay. Alright, so we got that. And this is less than here. So this is going to be kind of complicated, right? Because we know that these numbers are going to be really small numbers, and they're the same number. So this is an and inequality, and it's going to be like around here, right? Open, and we know that it's an and because it's less than. So for these problems, make sure that whenever you see the less than symbol, that you know that it is an and. So you know that there's going to be a line in between the two, and then this is your final answer for that. Okay, so do 5 more problems, and then submit this sheet into the study skills teacher so that I can correct it so you can get honors option credit.